Hello everyone, this is Raymond. Welcome to the last step of solving a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Okay, in the previous step we permuted our corners and then the step before that we made the top surface, and then before that we did the top cross. Before that we did 2 layers and then 1 layer, and then first step was building a flower into a cross. Okay, so that's a brief review of the previous steps. Okay, let's go straight into the last step. Okay, so as a lot of you may know already, this step we're just permuting the corners and then the cube is going to be solved. Okay, in this step we only have one algorithm. Okay, so actually I'm gonna bring another cube in because there's actually 4 different cases for this step, and okay, let's get into it. So our corners are permuted, so as we look around, we've got these 2 are the same color, these are the same color, these are the same, and these are the same. Okay, so the first case looks like this. So when we hold it, we can see that the back, this surface, this is completely solved. And so this is yellow and red, this is yellow and green, and this is yellow and blue. And in the first step, we learned that the color of the centerpiece determines the color of that entire surface. So that means you have green here, and then this green piece should go here. Got blue here, this blue piece should go here. And then red here, red should go here. Okay, so that means this one goes here, this one goes here, and this one goes here. It's a counterclockwise, or if any of you guys are from either Australia or Britain, it's an anti-clockwise corner swap. So these 3 edge swap. These 3 edges swapping counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. Yeah. And so here's the algorithm. We hold it like this. So this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. All right, so we do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. In this case is solved. Okay, now let's look at a similar case. So we got blue here, needs to go here because blue center, right? Red center and red piece, so red needs to go here. And then lastly, green is here and it needs to go here. Okay, so before we get started on this case, we can briefly a trick to recognize the differences between these 2 cases are that so we know that similar colors are opposite from each other's. So blue is opposite from green and vice versa. And so in this case I'm just using red in the front to demonstrate, but like when we turn it to the left, we can see that, okay, these 2 are opposite, and that would be a clockwise swap, edge swap. And these 2 are not opposite, but when we turn it 180 degrees, when we look at it from this angle, these 2 are opposite. And so when when the opposite pieces are on the right side, it's a counterclockwise or anti-clockwise edge swap. And when the opposite pieces are on your left side, that means it's a clockwise swap. Okay, so that case, okay, I'll actually demonstrate it one more time. So on the right, and then we can see that this needs to go here, and this needs to go here, this needs to go here. So R U R prime U, sorry, R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay, and then let's look at this case. So now it's a clockwise swap, and from the previous example, you guys can probably tell that that algorithm swaps the corners counterclockwise. And so for this, we need to do that algorithm 2 times since it's a clockwise swap. Okay, so R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay, now we look around. You can see that now it becomes a counterclockwise swap. Okay, so now we do that again. R U R prime. Oh my god, sorry. Can't talk today. Okay. R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay, and that case is solved. And so now just to briefly demonstrate, I'm gonna show you guys these examples from another angle, so you guys don't get confused in actual solves. Okay, so for this case, look at this needs to go here, this needs to go here, and this needs to go here, right? Right hand side is opposite because it's red and orange. Okay, so we do that algorithm. R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2, and that solves it. Okay, now we're gonna do this from the blue surface in the front. Okay, so you can tell that left hand side is opposite, and so we do that algorithm 2 times. R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay, now right hand side is opposite. We do that again. R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay. Start. Not bad. All right. So now I'm gonna. Okay, now I'm going to talk about these 2 cases. So in the previous example, for example, the counterclockwise swap, we have the back surface completely solved, and we're only swapping 3 corners in one direction. Okay, but for these 2 cases, all 4 of the sides are not completely solved. And it's actually... Okay, let's talk about this example first. So for this example, we can see opposite, 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 and opposite. Okay, so you can tell that this is like an opposite swap. So these 2 are swapping, and these 2 are swapping. So the algorithm, we're just going to use that algorithm that we just learned. And we're going to have to do it. I'm pretty sure it's 2 times. Yeah, I haven't really used the beginner's method in a long time. Okay, so R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. Okay, now we can see that this side is solved. And when we rotate, you can see that. So we put the solved side on the back, and then got the right hand side is opposite, and this is orange. We know that this side is orange. Orange needs to go there. Green needs to go here, and then red needs to go here. Also opposite, so do that again. Alright, now let's look at this case. So this case, it has some similarities to the last case because none of the sides are completely solved, but instead of these two swapping and these two swapping, it's actually these two adjacent ones are swapping and these two adjacent ones are swapping. So, and this, okay, so in this case, we cannot just hold it from any angle. We have to make sure that we solve something at least. Okay, so let's look at this. So we have a red here, and red is on this side. So we know that by doing that algorithm, it brings this piece here, this piece here, this piece here. So, actually, yeah. So we're gonna do it like this, since it's gonna solve this side and leave us with like one side solved, and we're gonna put that in back and then do it from this angle. Okay, so we do it like R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2, and then now okay, just now for this case we can hold it from any angle and we just do the algorithm, and then we need to rotate to the right and then do it again. But for this case, okay, we can get back to here, and after we do the algorithm, we actually need to rotate to the left this time, and still see that the right hand side is opposite, so we do that algorithm one time. And it's solved. So those are all 4 cases of the corner permutations. So let's briefly go over it again. Alright. Okay. For this case, have it on the right, and counterclockwise swap, you do the algorithm one time and it solves the whole thing. Make sure to put the solved bar in the back if there is a solved bar. And for this, it's a clockwise swap. We need to do the algorithm 2 times. Okay, opposite on the left, do it 1 time. Okay, now opposite on the right, and counterclockwise swap, do it once again. Alright. Okay, for this, opposite swap, hold it from any angle, do the algorithm 1 time, and then rotate to the right. Rotate the whole cube to the right, and then do it again. And that solves it. Okay, for this case, it's adjacent swaps, these 2 swap and these 2 swap. Make sure that we solve something at least. So don't hold it like this, because if we do it like this, it's going to solve something, but it gives us this case, the clockwise swap, which is going to be more complicated because we still have to do it twice after like this, and we only want to do the algorithm twice at most. So hold it that so hold these 2, like, or these 2. We're gonna hold it from these 2 since earlier we demonstrated these 2. Okay, solve this one. Okay, rotate to the left, rotate the whole cube to the left, and then just yeah, just do the algorithm, and then you're done. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and next time I'll probably upload a video of some example solves using the beginner's method that I've taught. Okay, and that's it.